That's a bizarre story. Pi is a three-eyed demon with multiple personality disorder, and you're immortal.
I still can't believe it myself. But the truth is the truth.
You've been an idiot ever since you were a little kid. But you're not a liar. Besides, nobody could make up a story like that. So, you think that the demon possessed Pi, and then trashed your room?
My father was the one who loved demons. Why is this happening to me?
I don't think that you can go back anymore.
What?
Pi is right. As long as you're not human, you can never live a normal life.
But I can't just...
This is a real small and dingy town. You work hard like a dog and hang on to your small little dreams. For mortals, it's not a bad life. But for you, why not just chuck it all?
Well, let's see what you're hoarding, street rat. A single coin? All that bedlam for this? I don't know which one of you is dumber.
It's all I have, and I want it back, you big ox.
Who do you think you're talking to, boy? You're not talking to me like that, are you?
Queen was once a wonderful woman, but the magic emerald of Khufu poisoned her heart, filling her with evil.
That's putting it mildly.
Things got much worse after she used the emerald to give her brothers their own amulets. Not only does the emerald create great magic, it creates great anger inside those who share its power. Unfortunately, my queen refuses to believe that she's responsible for the great rift.
Come, match your flame power against my feline agility. You reacted just as I knew you would. In your honor, I've designed my trap to be flame-proof and escape-proof. Your sister is next. Your assumption is correct, Susan Richards. But the others cannot help you now. My every sense is as sharp as any jungle cat's. I hear even the softest footfall. I applaud your cleverness, Mrs. Richards. But even when a panther cannot hear his victim, he can always detect the scent. I have studied your powers well. My speed allowed me inside your force field before you could seal it. Now, sleep gas will end your futile struggling. By the time you awaken, the hunt will be over, and the Black Panther shall have won his greatest victory.
What were you doing in my castle?
You can talk? What are you?
My kind have no names, but you humans call me Goliath.
Why?
I can't fly. I can only glide on currents of wind. There are none strong enough here to lift us back up. He won't hurt you. Now, once again, what are you doing here? Only the man called Xanatos. He brought us here. This is Elisa Maza, a detective? Who says what's wrong? You mean the humans decide? I considered caring about you. It took some effort, but I arranged for you to join this party because I planned to share the money with you. But our little family reunion disappointed me, Father. So I've decided to hate you too. It's a shame about you, my dear. I'm afraid you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Get back! Get back!
Mazda, 23rd, what's going on here?
Got me, detective. Must be a heck of a party up there.
You want to call that in?
Call what in?
That's it. I'm off, sugar. You got me. Whatever it is, it's big. And it's mad. I don't think so, unless you're packing a nuclear weapon. It is a world forged by fire and ice. A wonderland with jagged edges. Born of a cataclysmic eruption nearly 2 million years ago. It's been exploding ever since. Yellowstone. This is the first national park on Earth. And perhaps still the greatest. We are Mr. Pig. No, you're not. We are the only Mr. Pig in the world. You are nobody. You! Mr. Pig speaking. Pigo, Pigo. You're not getting off that easy. Sick 'em, Rooster. Another one. What do you mean? She is a little girl now. She wanted children. She wanted doctors. But it was me all along. Somebody who doesn't want to be bothered. Don't hold your breath. I've got nowhere else to go, that's all. All I need is wonder. But I can't have her. Not like this. You ask stupid questions. That makes me feel better. Get out of here. About to take your head off. All right, Game Boy. This is what you're gonna do. Stay alive long enough to give your boss, what's his name? You're gonna tell Tony to keep his goons out of these alleys. As of now, they're out of bounds. You're gonna give him my message. Because guess what? As far as I know, I'm already dead. Which means I'm waiting for your sorry ass in the afterlife. I'd snuffed out every devil in hell until Netherrealm invaders showed up to piss me off. It would have cost a lot of power fighting them alone. But they were being hunted by my new friends. Call them Fire and Ice. They argue constantly, which is why I usually like to roll solo. But when it comes to killing demonic assholes, these guys don't flinch. I can get along with that. The Grandmasters tipped me off to Kronika. Said she was resurrecting some Netherrealm god named Shinnok. But that's not happening on my watch. Kronika's just as much a devil as Malbosia. Both make promises, both tell lies. Both underestimate me. That's why I'll make a new hell for them, where they can burn together for eternity.
Hercules!
They've built many shrines to me, but the Oracle at Delphi is the most important. People travel to Delphi to have the Oracle tell their future.
Hercules, drive my solar chariot?
I knew you'd volunteer.
But the sun... Now, be careful. She slips going into third sometimes.
In ancient times, the land lay covered in forests, where, from ages long past, dwelt the spirits of the gods. Back then, man and beast lived in harmony. But as time went by, most of the great forests were destroyed. Those that remained were guarded by gigantic beasts who owed their allegiance to the great forest spirit. For those were the days of gods and of demons. Leave this forest. For the next time we meet, I will have to kill you. Look on my tribe, Morrow. We grow small, and we grow stupid. We will soon be nothing but squealing game that the humans hunt for their meat. I do not ask for the help of the wolf tribe. Even if every one of us dies, it will be a battle the humans will never forget.
So, you're looking for a job. How fortunate. I have one that needs doing. Ah, but where are my manners? What's your name? Well, the pleasantries are now concluded. Do you wish to hear about the job? Background. There's a certain merchant who's, how to phrase this, not cooperating fully with the underground. Quite simple. Hunt down the merchant and his wife, and exterminate them. All a matter of semantics, but yes, kill them. Will you take the job? Oh, excellent. The standard pay is 500 scripts to open, and another 2,500 to close. They live in the Heights on Barter Street and Thunder Avenue. Complete the job in return. Trust me, I'll know.
I have awakened. Who goes there? Defend yourself. The hand of justice shall not be stayed. Your company continues to further the ends of justice. You are merciful and weak. Steel your heart before the disease spreads. Your actions cry out for justice. You have broken your word. You are a liar, a traitor to truth, and an enemy to all honest men. Executing sentence. While we wait, mercy and evil seeps into the hearts of more victims. My armor has been breached. I am undone. I continue the battle Beyond the eternal boundary, justice is eternal.
At our last meeting, we voted 6-2 to postpone using the Zeus cannon to attack the Leonid meteor. We have reconvened today to vote on that very issue again. Now, I'd like to ask the director of the Bioetheric Center to speak. Dr. Sid, please.
Tarzan, the hairless runt, it is you. Where's Kerchak?
I protect the family now.
You? Don't make me laugh. I'll make it real simple. Everyone who accepts me as the new leader gets out of the pit. Everybody else, well, get used to living in a hole.
Justice League, premiering November 17th at 7, only on Cartoon Network.
Justice League is a super friends for the next generation of cartoon lovers. An exciting, fun show, skillfully realized. Adam Rogers, Newsweek.com. Every episode becomes an epic event. Animation Magazine. Look cool. Like Duffy, Knight Ridder newspapers. Watch the show TV Guide has called the year's best action cartoon. Justice League, only on Cartoon Network. The reincarnation of an ancient warrior.
I'm not her!
The reincarnation of who?
And a half-man, half-demon must regain the shards of a magic jewel.
I like not the looks of it.
Or all humanity is lost.
Hammer the jewel.
Not in my lifetime, pal.
Of course, they may kill each other first.
Your brain's broken or something.
Inuyasha, starting Saturday, August 31st at 11 p.m.
Sit, boy!
Part of Adult Swim.
One heretic can pollute the others with impure ideas. And then hardship will come to all your people.
Yes.
The girl is already dead. Think no more of her. Turn your devotion to the next harvest. Do not insult us again.
Mosley, FBI.
So that's what an FBI badge looks like. I really have to be somewhere.
You should have thought of that before you got your panties caught in the wringer. That was you who called us yesterday, wasn't it? If the TX-1 goes online, besides the ungodly sums that'll be stolen, it'll cost the world billions to re-encrypt all those transmissions. If that happens, you better pray I find Spider-Man. Because if I don't, I'm coming after you, and I'll be treating you as if you and Spider-Man were one and the same. It was when I was set upon by a gang of thieves bent on taking what little I had that the ultimate truth was revealed to me. Before the thieves could flee, the ground split asunder. A great flame shot forth and destroyed my assailants. But I was spared. My third eye opened and the flame spoke to me in a voice only I could hear. It told me of a time when Kalanor would become a paradise. Pytar charged me with the honor of leading my world to greatness and spreading its light across the galaxy.
Long ago, monsters scoured the world of Norath, seeking a prize of evil. They dared to challenge the power of the greatest empire on Tunaria. What they unleashed was a war that would change history forever, unleashing destruction unlike anything the world had ever seen. But the actions of the evil races would not go unchallenged. Lords arose from the masses to defend the land and the people. Slowly, alliances formed between tribes. For now they found common cause in common blood. In the end, only one alliance could hold all the lands of Tunaria.
I did not think you would come. Humans scare so easily.
I'm only half human.
And half of nothing is still nothing. Mechanic! I want a fair fight, human. So I shall willingly forego my arsenal. It seems you have reached your limit, but Atlas has power to spare. No one defeats Atlas. No. Your friends will remain as my trophies, and there is nothing you can do about it. Fool! Did you actually believe you could defeat Atlas? I am all robot, and you are only human. It is a plantation operation. A boat like this loads up at port, signs on as many men as it can hold, then goes out for months, sometimes years at a time. However long it takes to fill their stores. Captured bounties on one side, contracted manpower on the other.
A chieftain, one of their best warriors. Activate this bridge oracle, again and again! All who serve the prophets will be punished, and meet. And so the hunter becomes the prey. And so, you must be silenced. And the fleet? Has quarantine been broken? And yet it seems to speak the truth.
Oni, out of the shadows. The spies announce themselves now, Agent Locke.
I'm a Spartan now, sir.
I know who you are. You were an agent when you volunteered to execute me.
I saved your life today.
Yet now you hunt another Spartan, the greatest of your clan.
The great Judean desert, south of Jerusalem and west of the Dead Sea. The land of the ancient prophets of the Hebrew Bible. The land of King David and King Solomon. The land of Jesus and the early Christians. Here, high above a deep, forbidding canyon, is a mysterious cave known as the Cave of Letters. Historians believe that 2,000 years ago, this desolate cave was used as a hideaway by Jewish refugees escaping the oppressive rule of the Roman Empire. But what actually happened here? What desperation could have driven people to this nearly inaccessible place? What can the ancient letters and objects found here tell us about their plight?
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Who said that?
I did. Now give me the necklace. Well, I'm gonna go upside your head with this 10-pound dirty diaper. Get her.
Every motherfucker here knows what we need to do. And those bitches be riding around here thinking they own these streets. I don't care what flags they flying. Rollers, Cornelius, Vice Kings. No one's making this nigga scared to walk the road. We about to lock this shit down right now.
I knew early on what it was I let loose on Stillwater. The Playa was reckless and uncaring. Left a wake of bodies pointing right back at us. Think more of the city was destroyed than saved in the end. Sure, the Saints were taken over, but at what cost? I couldn't risk letting a sociopath run things, so I did what I had to do. Never thought the bastard would survive the explosion.
My fellow Americans, I know firsthand what this war with the Zen has cost us. How many more need to die before we realize that the time has come for us to put aside our pride and focus not on division, but unity? Does Zinyak have a strong personality? Absolutely. But then again, so did the previous president. And you know what? When I look at the two of them, I see more similarities than differences. Both have proven leadership experience. Both maintain their composure in high-pressure situations. Both have a love of Jane Austen. But most importantly, both of them will not stop until they get what they want. For this war to end, we need to stop rattling sabers and realize that victory doesn't come from annihilating an enemy, but by making an enemy your friend. All of us are heroes in our own stories. The time has come for us to grow up and have perspective. Earth will have its salvation, but it will come on the back of humility, not violence.
Step aside, Autobot. The Allspark belongs to Megatron. I will exterminate the humans and claim it now. This, no. But you're done. Lord Starscream, I have scanned the police database for information on this Sam Witwicky. We've acquired his image from the database and are tracking.
Shepard! Welcome back to the ranks of the living. I wasn't sure you got my message.
It's been a long time, Captain.
It's Admiral now. They made me Udina's chief advisor and promoted me. I'm glad you came, though I was hoping the Council would be here for this meeting too. I spoke to Udina. He never listens to me. Ever since he got the seat on the Council, he thinks the stars shine out of his ass.
Soon the sphere began to nurture new kinds of life. And there was one that stood above all the rest.
Its fragile shell belied its vicious nature. And in what seemed like a heartbeat, these things proliferated in both number and destructive means. Now they have harnessed the most destructive force. And I, the Center, have concluded that the sphere must be cleansed of them. Thank you, Hammerhead. Gentlemen, I'll get right to the point. For the last 4 months, a pest has plagued our operations. At first, I could hardly credit the reports. Establishing patterns of movement took all summer. But last night, we had confirmation. The Spider-Man is real.
And you want the enforcers to wrangle up this here spider?
No, Montana. I want you to squash it.
Well, lowly pawn, has your vaunted blade altered fate's course? Your own obliteration. That is the greatest change you can ever hope to accomplish in this world. Now surrender to the inexorable grasp of deepest, darkest pandemonium, and lose yourself to oblivion.
No, I'm not the other anything. I'm me. Well, you're clearly the expert on these things. After all, I'm just a big fat wuss-puss. I've been coming here for a while. It's a game we play. She hates cats and tries to keep me out. But she can't, of course. I come and go as I please. Not like any mother I've ever known. You probably think this world is a dream come true. But you're wrong. The other Wybie told me so. Perhaps not to you. We cats, however, have far superior senses than humans and can see and smell and... Shh! I hear something. Right over.
Ramirez! You're gonna get run over! Get out of their way! Ramirez! Use your laser designator to call in artillery on those vehicles! Ramirez! Call artillery on the enemy vehicles! Use your laser designator! Ramirez! Use the designator on the vehicles on the golf course! Ramirez, get that briefcase. What's left of it. Gentlemen! Enchanté! A tip of the hat from Dr. Facilier. How y'all doing? Were I a betting man, and I'm not, I stay away from games of chance. I'd wager I'm in the company of visiting royalty.
Don't you disrespect me, little man. Don't you derogate or deride. You're in my world now, not your world. And I got friends on the other side.
Fun fact about Voodoo Larry. Can't conjure a thing for myself. Besides, you and I both know the real power in this world ain't magic. It's money. Buckets of it. Aren't you tired of living on the margins while all those fat cats in their fancy cars don't give you so much as a sideways glance? All you got to do is marry Big Daddy's little princess, and we'll be splitting that juicy LaBeouf fortune right down the middle. 60-40, like I said.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? You think it was the chicken, but actually it's the egg.
Huh?
Someone had to give it love first. Growing up is hard to do.
Yeah, we got it. Let's go.
How many times do I have to keep saying the same thing? Don't look too hard for the answer. It's inside of you. Well then, now all the guests are here. Let the party begin.
Not for long, because I'm here to bring you to justice.
Not before we party like a plague first, baby. Get that super square.
I don't know, but I'm fed up with this. I'd like to see their faces if we went to their homes to spy on them through the window. I'm sure they wouldn't relish the idea. We're leaving. And Dengue, you keep away from him.
Why?
Because I said so. I don't like you getting close to my daughter. I do hate bananas. You've done two things that really bother me. First, getting close to my daughter. And second, coming here.
No, Dad, no!
I told you I didn't want to see you come near him. He'll never be one of us, He's a monster. And you'll be very sorry if I catch you near my daughter again. If I do, you'll be in serious trouble. Oh, yes. In serious trouble. And you are grounded.
Let me drop something on you. Back in L.A., they came to me and asked, what do you think of David Boreanaz for Bone?
They came to you for that.
I was shocked, too, considering my sordid history with the Sisters Deschanel. I was like, Boreanaz? I didn't see it. But I was the only one, and I felt that isolation. So I took myself off the project.
You walked away.
I ran, A.J. I ran.
Don Cornelius, one of America's hippest hosts, built his empire in the entertainment industry with his weekly television show, Soul Train. Soul Train nationally syndicated television shows brought fashion and music to the dance floor and in the home of African Americans around the world.
The call to serve is at once invisible and always present. And for those who choose to answer the call, for their country, for their fellow man, for themselves, it is the most powerful force on Earth. America's Navy, a global force for good.
What is it you seek? Speak! A prince? Bold words. But know you that my daughter is a rare jewel. She cannot be wooed by just any ragamuffin prince. Silence, my molten mamas. We are perplexed. If you are a baron true, where is your gift? 'Tis common practice among visiting dignitaries. 3 is more than 1. Prince Finn has smote my jester. Pourquoi? I do hate my jester. A fire inside my body? I am disgusted. Give me your 3rd terrible gift and be on your way. Is that him? He looks terrible. Why isn't he here? Why did he send his buffoon? Leave now, buffoon, for you have failed. I'm with Chatsberry. If this comet hits, we 4 indeed may perish. But the elements we embody, fire, ice, candy, and slime, will live on. But a misplaced wish could cause irreversible damage to the very structure of existence. And there's the jump.
Strong takeoff.
He moves from the classic forward approach and hurdle to the open pipe position.
There's the tuck, the twist, and a fairly clean entry despite the roaring waterfall. Let's check with the judges.
Dr. Richard Kimball takes home a score of 27.
He's got to be happy about that. There once was a bird with a very happy life. He had a nice nest, a nice car, hot wife. But one day he gave his bedroom door a push to see a bird in her hand, and 2 in the bush. The next day at his job as a bird on the wire, he showed up too late, and his boss said, "You're fired." On his drive home on the radio feed,
"The fat pigs on Wall Street have all the seed."
And on the TV, more menacing words.
"This land's for the pigs, not for the birds."
His nest repossessed, to his family a stranger. He felt a new feeling. Could this be anger? He found other birds with ruffled up feathers and said, "If you're mad as hell, then let's flock together." They loaded him into a gigantic sling, aimed at the palace of the evil Pig King. He sailed toward the tyrants, blocking the sun. The bird revolution had finally begun. No, it ain't, pal. Unless the mayor of Sodor gives me $100 million, we're gonna drive this dynamite right into Knapford Station. You'll never take me alive, Sir Topham Hatt. Conductor to Skywolf, request pickup. So long, Topham! Topham, help me! I'll turn myself in, I swear. Just pull me up.
Request denied. It is because the Reach is on Earth that I am here. But I am uninterested in negotiation. The Earth under the Reach's thumb is too dangerous for my long-term plans. It must be destroyed. And frankly, if you understood what you were in for with the Reach, you'd thank me for putting you out of your collective misery. No. Your deaths today in the face of the Reach are a mercy. My grand laser emitter would have ended your world in a matter of minutes. Another mercy. But it seems the mercies of Mongol are not appreciated. So we will do this the hard way, and the war world will
unleash all its weapons upon the Earth. You're welcome.
The most powerful story of all time continues to shape our world. It's the foundation of our governments, the blueprint for our laws, a sacred guide for life's journey. This is the Bible.
Heads up, people. This is Nick Fury, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've called you here because we have a bit of a situation. As we speak, the supervillain prison known as the Raft is under attack by agents of Hydra. Several prisoners have already escaped their cells. Level 7 threats, like Green Goblin, Sabretooth, Living Laser, Dr. Octopus. Some have even escaped the island. S.H.I.E.L.D. has agents on site, but we need your help. Get to the Raft and do what you can. Good luck.
Yes, I remember.
Look different.
Everything does, doesn't it? Wonderland has grown stranger. I'm stranger, you're a stranger. Together we are strangers. Certainly not without Pepper. The pickings are slimmer these days. These woods used to be full of food, but now the only thing it's full of is you. The Red Queen promised you'd be the sweetest meat I'd ever tasted. Let's see, shall we?
We did not always live underground. We lived above in the trees. But then the settlers came, and we were forced into hiding. But we were safe, and over time, we turned what we thought our prison into our home.
Where is she?
What? Go find her! Why are you here? Where did this new guy come from, Smarty Pants? I don't like surprises. What? We've got to find the princess. I've promised that she'll marry the winner, and the king must keep his promise.
Perhaps we can distract you with this drawing, your stinkiness.
I don't need distractions, just my daughter. How many do I have? And you get to marry the winner. I have to find her. But your dad made you marry me, and look how happy you are, right? Darling, this is our custom. So let us hope the frog who wins can make our daughter just as happy as we are. He probably won't be as handsome as me, but you know, what can you do? My, that's preposterous. Next, you'll be agreeing with Inspector Noggin that there's life outside the pond. That's the story of Pinocchio. Your head is full of stuffing, not brains.
Lana, this is all just crazy. Why does he have a gun? And why is he driving? I should be driving.
What's the deal with this algae?
I found a way to use it as biofuel.
Am I supposed to know what that means, or...?
As a replacement for fossil fuels.
Oh. Oh, my God.
Under the right conditions, the algae reproduce infinitely, and the only byproduct of burning it is water.
Holy shit. I'm surprised nobody's killed you already.
That's why I had to keep my research a secret. Can you imagine what this would mean to Big Oil or OPEC?
In 2012, Greendale Community College was the site of the largest and longest pillow fight in community college history. It shaped and scarred the landscape of their campus and forever changed the lives of those involved. A healthcare administration student who turned a storage room into a sanctuary for soldiers with broken glasses and lightly grazed testicles. A high school dropout and amateur photographer whose borrowed camera would capture some of the war's blurriest, most poorly framed moments.
Unsettling, I know. Your pet beta fish chatting you up. But time's money, Elliot. When you live in a fishbowl, ain't no such thing as change. My entire life's been spent in this thing. My whole world's on your side table. I look around. Same shit, different day. The lighting, the furniture, even the sounds, always the same. I'm on a loop, and it won't stop unless my life does. I'm exhausted with this world.
Stand down. Everybody, stand down. I'm the leader of these people, and I'm unarmed. There's no need for any more snake-makery. All right. Thank you, Mr. Sanchez. Change of plan, people. Get me Pharrell, Randy Newman, Billy Corgan, and The Dream. The Dream He wrote Umbrella and Single Ladies? You people haven't heard of The Dream? For God's sake, Nathan, the man turns people into snakes. He can use Google Maps.
Sir, Pharrell, Newman, Corgan, and that Dream guy, they're all dead.
What? How is that possible? Do people just die when I name them? Dear God. Sanchez, are you a musician?
I dabble, Mr. President.
Get this man and his grandson on a Black Hawk to Area 51. You know me, I'm reverse giraffe. I have a short neck and legs. I went to college with Hammer Eye. Hey! I saved Ghost in a Jar's life in Vietnam. And Beth, how many times have I been a shoulder for you to cry on?
Ah, too many.
Okay, so maybe we're just all fake. Or maybe there's only one deceiver here. The person that keeps telling us the path to salvation is being held prisoner and mistrusting each other. What do you mean, meh? No. Tomorrow you start playing a vital role in the community. The morning cockadoodle, you'll be one step closer to roosterhood. I don't know about that boy. He confuses me. He's got the potential, but I think his brain's a little scrambled.
Isn't he such a dream, Dad?
Yes, that's right. He's a what?
Still, when I gaze upon them, I see their courage. Others would have despaired, but they go onward as comrades. I can respect them. It is true we are all trapped. Cooperation is survival here. But you are outworlders. What? I consider conciliation, and you offer the hand of combat? We must dig the creatures out and resume the battle. It is a dishonorable death. Oh, they survived. The robot stated our collision was an accident. Perhaps we need not be enemies. Lieutenant Igithba, we are getting close to the Irilium. Your bravery speaks of a heroic heart, stranger. Interesting that you chose to shoot the ice and not the stranger.
We are grateful. Hopefully one day we can repay your kindness.
So you're telling me you guys stormed in here, sabotaging each other, tearing apart this mall, and cutting in front of all these nice kids in line just to get your hands on some new toy?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure Santa doesn't reward that kind of despicable behavior, whether he's your brother or not. Now, you guys should all take a long look at yourselves and think about your actions.
I'll tell you when I've had enough. My maker didn't give me eyes. I can't see. Line up a few more glasses of that oil, Reg, and I will be.
Know your place, little brother.
Of course, Lord Mamo.
I had hoped the magic of the Turtle King had weakened after so many years. That the pressure of our numbers would break it. Apparently not. We will need our own sorcery to break its power. Commander Pigo, get these troops organized. Tonight we march on the Spider Queen's castle. Yes, feeding on our brothers and sisters until only the strong survived. Weigh your words carefully, brother. When she sees the strength of my army, she won't dare challenge me. Light them. Excellent. Let her consider the cost of challenging me. She'll be ready to talk soon enough.
Streaming?
Hello, HD, DVD, and Blu-ray. And you've brought all your remaining formats to me. Finally, I can add you all to my queue of destruction. Fool, there's no escape. Streaming is the future.
Once upon a time, many, many years ago, there was a great man named... He lived along the clouds with his robot friend, Plazimo. One day, he descended from the clouds with Plazimo to create a shopping destination for all the people of Lakewood. He raised his mighty hand to the sky and struck the ground. And with his powerful foot, he split open the chasm. And with that, it was time to bid his robot friend goodbye. Plazimo marched bravely to its final destination to fulfill its duty. With the help of Plazimo, Lakewood Plaza Turbo was born. Ah, wait. One more thing. Ah, yes. His name is Todd Chavez. And he's the most giving man the world has ever known.
He saved my pregnant daughter from drowning in a shipwreck. Then he delivered her baby while they rode on the back of a piece of driftwood.
Oh.
And then he circumcised her baby while they both hung from the ladder of the rescue helicopter. Of course, before he did, Todd Chavez explained that circumcision has somewhat fallen out of vogue. They had a spirited but respectful debate. And by the end, my daughter decided that since we are of Jewish heritage, the boy might like to have the option to become religious if he so chooses.
Sounds like he really helped your daughter make the decision that was right for her family.
And last year, when our triangle player died of starvation after getting his foot stuck in his triangle, Todd Chavez took over because we needed him.
What a guy.
He is always helping others. You know, sometimes, when that triangle part is coming up, I find myself hoping he won't show up. No man should be asked to give that much. He is truly the best of all.
Barry, is everything under control?
Yeah. Everything is going according to plan. I totally have the vacuum, so the technology is finally ours.
Just bring the tech to me and don't screw this up. We are $1 billion company, not your playground.
That's what I love about you humans. No one reads the fine print. Oh, children, I just don't know how to express my gratitude. I'm flying so high, there's no way I'm coming down. There's a wide world out there just waiting for me. You should have thought it through. Hey! Probably not your best decision. But congratulations, children. You set me free. This fight's over, kid. I'm only getting stronger and hungrier. Thank you for my freedom, children. You hold tight now. Running is just gonna make you gamey.
It is as I feared. The humans court war with Gorilla kind.
Why did you not tell me, Grodd?
More humans had entered the city. I was about to inform you, Zahbar. Why are you here? Study us like animals. Make us your pets. After you die, your friends will follow you into the black.
Greetings and salutations, grouchy man. Oh, those walls, that carpet. Ah, the naive cephalopod style. Not very sophisticated. Oh, tacky. You watch this nonsense? Nothing, I'm sure. Apparently no brain required. Come, Papa Bob, let's get out of here before this bad taste rubs off on us.
Gary, have you obtained the dimensional keys?
We have. But before we get to that, real quick, I need to know something. You playing us? My mom was contacted by a buddy of yours. Does the Titan Orescus ring any bells?
Orescus? Not that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
I frickin' dickbag.
And that was before his mind got poisoned.
He is not to be trusted.
He said that? Did he also tell you that he seduced my first love, Jill, and gave her a raging case of eupipiums?
Eupipiums? The hell is that?
The worst.
Makes you leak actual lava out of your pee hole.
The cranberry pills only made it worse. The walls of my prison are impenetrable. But if you give the keys to Mooncake, the enormity of the blast will shatter anything.
Will Mooncake be safe?
Yes, but before we proceed, the 6th key must come forward. There is a 6th key, and it's one of you.
Flexarian. This compound should be under lock and key at our main lab, not out here. Who's responsible for this? Mr. Rook is outside right now about to address the media. How fast can you get this cleaned up? Mr. Rook, for your own safety, I cannot recommend this course of action. You're coming with us, you little punks. No one destroys a Rook Unlimited laboratory without repercussions. Rook thinks working with you amateurs is a good idea. I disagree. You're weak, untrained. We use this room to test chemical compounds, but now I see it has other uses. Let's see how powerful you really are. Yes, sir. In my professional assessment, the Flex Fighters are making the situation worse. They're untrained, inexperienced children. Costumes does not make them superheroes. This creature doesn't respond to small arms fire. We've convinced city police to clear the field. Rook Unlimited Security has absolute control. Let's use it. We should deploy plasma missile strikes.
Let's see what this stiff left us. To my friends, blah, 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 only family I knew, yada, 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 taught me what love was, yap, yap, yap. Here we go. To Gunter, my greasy prancer, I leave you my ribbon dancer. Clean it after you use it.
Never.
Gambler, you made this rig feel like a jig, and for that I leave you half my cigs.
Half?
Terry, you get the other half, because I croaked first and lost the bet.
Son of a bug.
To Deborah, my daffy old bat, I leave my taps for you and the cat.
We're rich. Crackers.
To Dumpy, the egg to my nog, I leave you the keys to my hog. To Lancery, the Prince of Pine, I leave you my favorite vine.
He gave me a weed?
To Big Man, the perfect dame, I leave you the final game. To Rusey, my curious coot, follow the clues and find the loot.
T'Challa, this way. Follow me.
Father, is that you?
Hurry, son. T'Challa, Panther, Shuri, it is time to come in. Hurry, hurry, children.
Meteora. Down here. Hello, princess. Oh, jeez. You would not believe the day I've had today. Oh, yeah. My arm. Just a little boo-boo. Nothing to really worry about. Oh, no, don't cry. Your buddy Glosseric's okay. Look. I've got another arm. Plus, I've got this silly hat. Now, as your guide to all magical matters, are you ready to continue our lessons? Have you been practicing the dip-down exercises I taught you? No, a little longer and a little louder.
Harriet Tubman was enslaved from the day she was born on a plantation in an area called Peter's Neck on the eastern shore of Maryland. One of her first memories was seeing her sisters taken away on a chain gang and lost forever. She never closed her eyes, she said, without imagining that she saw the horsemen coming and heard the screams of families being broken apart.
There we were, on our way to my grandparents' place. The drive was long, but I was patient. You know me. We were just finishing up our food. And just like that, I watched my big brother walk away. Just like a big brother walking away. And that's the story of the kids' table. And how did my voice get so deep? Well, that's a story for another half-hour special.
Horseman, Samael, you saved me the trouble of hunting you down. If you weren't such thorns in my side, I'd almost be impressed. Brave words. I'll enjoy making you choke on them while my army watches. Then all will know of Moloch's superiority. Come, horseman. I will enjoy cutting you down. You may have defeated lesser demons, but you'll find I am in another class. You've played right into his hands, horseman. There are no more threats to make. Lucifer's plan is complete.
Complete? How?
You should be wary of the company you keep. Isn't that right, Samael? Have you told them
The rhythmic drums of the Congo. 300 years later, Charlie Bird Parker. But how did we get there?
Hurt, yes. But you are okay.
Oh my! You speak our language?
I speak many languages. You are human, yes?
Sure are. And what are you?
Your tongue could not form the words.
Oh, well, do you have, like, a name? One that my lame subpar tongue could form.
Thrall.
Cool. Why did you save us?
I have followed you. I saw your doom approaching.
You followed us? Why didn't you come stomping over earlier?
I saw much fighting in your ranks. You stank of dispute. Your weapon Your weapon is the one that felled Kazuil, the evil servant of Razok, the ancient destroyer of worlds.
Who is Kazuil?
Who has my crayons? I want a color. Squire, give me my crayons. Really? You? You look like an average run-of-the-mill farm pig to me. What makes you so special? Crayons, huh? What else can you do? Oh, really? Keep talking. Plugs? You mean like butt plugs?
Duh.
You intrigue me. Here's my card. Be at the castle tomorrow at 8 a.m. Don't be late. Hello, Panther family! Oh, bring it in, you guys. Bring it in.
Quick, kids, bow.
It's so good to finally meet you.
I love this guy!
Oh, etiquette, schmetiquette. Oh, and what do we have here?
Hey.
You must be Anne. Sup? Am I saying it right? Sup? Oh, the thumb of approval. And here's a thumb for you, Anne. Oh, delightful. But now, let's get down to business, shall we? Getting you girls back home safe and sound. Alas, without the music box, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. Marcy doesn't have it. And, well, I assume you don't have it either. Why, this is marvelous news! Come, let's see it. You're pathetic.
Who said that?
Over here. Look at you, Campbell. These kids used to love you. Now, you're the world's greatest nothing.
That's not true.
That's not true. Oh, cut the shit. This River Lake has made a fool out of you.
Well, what was I supposed to do? She has perfect pitch in this casual retro chic style that just... Ow!
Shut up and listen, you little bitch. Do you want to get back to being everyone's favorite teacher or not?
Yes, of course I do!
Then you have to crush her. Yes, sip of me. Sip my ass! You don't deserve to drink piss out of me. You've never been invited to a kid's house. Now she's gonna sing at one.
She's a fake! A phony!
It's time to strap on your dick and end this. Finish her. I live again! Dang it. Whoa, come on, Lord. What did I ever do to you? People change, man. I just want to be a normal guy with a normal life. I swore I would never do this again. Hold this for me. I live again! Again. Hi, I'm Manny. We've met. What's this? This is all garbage snow. How can it be? What's different? You. Why are you wearing one of our crowns? You don't belong here. That's why it's not snowing.
Lith, she does belong. She's a Yeti.
Oh, really? What instrument is she? What family is she in? More time? I'm afraid we're all out of it, son. Yetis, start wrapping yourselves up like little snow burritos and prepare for hibernation. Oh, it's you. Well, Lucy, thank you for that little skit. A little piece of entertainment before we hibernate. Now us real Yetis will do just that. Why don't you and your friends go back to your little summer camp where you belong? Are you lost? Yes, I have a head. It's here, above the fog.
Can you see up there? Can you see Susie's house?
I can see her chimney.
Then take me there, Tummy.
Okay.
Hey, Tummy!
Hey, kids. I used to speak to groups like this about the importance of nature and trees and conservation, but I'm not going to do that because it's a pointless waste of time. Time you don't have. I'm glad my friend Owen asked me to be here today because you'll be on the front line as we head towards the extinction of life on the planet. Find a place in your house where you can stockpile canned goods and jerky and medical supplies. That'll give you an edge when we have mass crop failures, which, honestly, will be happening sooner rather than later. Well, you kind of ruined the whole vibe of my speech, but I guess you made a pretty solid point about not letting the
the world going to the toilet, at least not for a couple of years. I'm gonna get home. The canned goods and jerky aren't gonna eat themselves, and I might want to take in a little of your park on my way out.
You're gonna take a walk in my park? You should. I mean, I would be honored.
Yeah, you know, you inspired those kids up there, and you inspired me.
I inspired you? I Whitlingered Ward Whitlinger?
Okay, calm down.